Live again. You didn't think you were going to see me once more, did you? I know that I said it was going to be 5 days, but then I had the opportunity to give my former participant, Joana, she said that she wanted to go live with me, or I asked her and she said she would be fine with that. So I'm thinking that she will appear in here. Yes, my first time doing inviting someone into the live. Yeah, I accept that. Yes, there she is. Oh my god, I was just going with the sound. I'm gonna turn you down. Hi, Joanna.
Hello.
Can you hear me? Good.
Oh, great, thank you. I'm happy to see
So
you
how are
again.
you today?
Oh, I had a very busy day. I was painting
Yeah.
with a friend, and now I just came back, and I'm so happy to be able to talk to you again.
Yeah, it was a while ago now, wasn't it? It's been a few months.
Yes, it has been 7 weeks.
Yeah, 7 weeks. Yeah. So where are you now? Let us just tell us a little bit about yourself, so we know
Yeah,
who you are and where you are.
I'm right now in Germany, in Cologne. We have wonderful
Yeah,
weather. Yeah, something like this.
yeah,
And I work as an actress, so I am traveling a lot. And in the summer, I had a lot of workshops that I gave and took. So I was going around Europe. And the most impressive thing is that even though I slept in hotel rooms or somewhere on a couch, yeah, every day I
yeah,
feel need to do yoga after your workshop.
yeah.
And I'm really happy about
That is very impressive. I mean, I know it's really hard to keep a routine when you're traveling a lot,
it.
but
Yes,
I'm so impressed that you're sticking with it. I'm so happy to hear that.
I'm so
But you
happy to.
are originally from Austria, right?
I'm originally from Austria, yes. Yes.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just going to turn my volume up so I can hear you more. Yeah, maybe.
Oh,
Yeah. So good. So let's talk a little bit. I'm so happy. I'm so grateful that you agreed to join me for this today to talk a little about this program or your experience of the program since you participated when we did this in the spring, right? With a very lovely, such an amazing group of people.
really.
And I'm so grateful that you are willing to share some of your experiences around
I'm
this.
so grateful that I can share
Yeah.
some things.
So, first, what was your biggest takeaway from this program? Do you have any specific results that you can share?
To be honest, there were so many great,
Yeah,
uh, great experiences I had. I made a list because I want to tell them all. But no,
yeah,
I think the most important is that 6 weeks are enough to really make a difference, and change is possible.
yeah,
I think this was the biggest benefit of it. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. It
That
was
you
like
managed to create like a routine for
um,
yourself that you actually that you're not sticking to.
I'm still a bit struggling to manage to build the routine because my life is so
Yeah,
routineless. But I have this urgent need to do yoga every day,
yeah,
and I'm so thankful for this. It's like eating breakfast.
yeah.
I love it. I can
Lovely.
I can do that, but the life is better with breakfast. So
Yeah,
um,
exactly. I agree.
yeah,
I agree. Yeah,
I think so. And beside that, my posture got better. My body is more toned. I feel better, and I maybe it's stupid, but I feel sexier because I feel stronger and
yeah,
more conscious of my body. And it helps me to wake up in the morning.
yeah.
Um, it helps me to calm down. At the same time, it makes me
Mm.
more flexible, and since I'm 32, I'm beginning to have like this little pain in my back and in my
Yeah.
hips and in my shoulders. And I thought, well, it's a kind of natural thing. No, it is not, because it disappeared.
Yeah.
And it's coming again if I don't do yoga. So
Yeah.
it's also motivation to keep on going.
Yeah.
I
It
am.
truly is.
It is, and I'm
Yeah.
far more flexible than I thought I would become in only 6 weeks. That is
Yeah.
very impressive for me. Yeah, like in the hip,
Yeah.
really well thought. Okay, I'm anatomically not that good. I'm
Yeah.
well. There's no chance to change anything, but it happened, and I wasn't
Yeah.
really focusing on it. It just simply happened.
Yeah.
I did the malasana, and I thought, oh wow, that's very different than the 6 weeks before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You almost became friends with it.
Yeah, almost.
Yeah.
An old
Well, that
neighbor.
is fantastic.
It's okay.
Yeah. Not like you're not like besties yet, but getting there. Yeah. Yeah, so you've already touched on the next questions, if you experience any physical changes during the program. So which other, I remember you were saying once when we had the coaching, that you were like, look at my arms, my t-shirt is not, it's not fitting in me anymore.
It is great like this. I really got a bit wider in my rib cage. Do you say
Yeah,
it? Yeah,
yeah,
and in the arms. And it's okay,
yeah.
but I like it very much. Yeah.
Yeah, but I think that that really comes. I experienced that the same thing when from yoga, particularly, like compared to when I just did other workouts. That the rib cage, it's because you do a lot of openings and you do become wider, but it also, I mean, it gives a lot more space for your lungs, and you do a lot of breathing things that are really, I think that's excellent. You kind of get some space in between your ribs, even that you didn't even realize that you had. You never realize you
Yes,
have the possibility to get that.
absolutely. Absolutely, it is. And I get a stronger back, and
Yeah,
yeah. But
and
not
that is
only the
always,
back, also the lower part of the body is
yeah,
somehow bigger and tighter and
yeah,
more flexible. It's like
yeah,
in every part of it's just better. Yeah,
yeah.
it's just
That's lovely. So, did you experience any mental changes? We did have a lot of like some. I mean, it is a mental kind of practice as well, since we always start in stillness and we end in stillness, and you also had all like the weekly meditations and the yoga nidras, and we're encouraged to take a couple of steps towards a bit of a meditation practice.
yes, yes, it helped me really because I like the yoga is for me like a moving meditation. So
Yeah,
it helped me to focus. It helped me to know when I'm out of my center, because then I could not hold this stillness in the beginning, but it got better the more I
yeah,
practiced. And
yeah,
yeah, it helps me to focus, it helps me to wake up, it helps me to calm down, and it's like the ritual of coming to my center before I go out into the world.
yeah,
And also the yoga nidra practice, it really helped me to, when I could not sleep, I just was listening to it
yeah.
2 or 3 times.
I loved how everybody was like, I always just fall asleep. But I think that, I mean, that is a great use for it. If I mean, if you have trouble relaxing in the evening, you're falling asleep and coming to that nice relaxation, that is a perfect practice just to do
Yeah,
those and fall asleep.
to tell you that your voice, you do it in such a beautiful, calm and focused manner.
Yeah, oh, thank you. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's amazing. Thank you so much. So, and what impact did you feel that the Facebook community had on this program, like, and like the feedback you got there, and yeah, just that general community?
It was bigger than I thought it would be.
Yeah,
It was simple. It was really motivating, and also you was really motivating with your beautiful answers.
yeah,
And the fact that we could also ask questions. Yeah, but the group was a good help on my journey to an, how do you say, altruistic need for stepping onto the mat.
Yeah.
Until I got this need. The group helped me to focus and to keep on doing this practice. And they were just lovely people, I have to say. In the beginning, I
absolutely.
that sometimes I'm in groups that are a bit too captivating, but I thought this support, it was really like in the best way that it could be. It was you could post something if you wanted, if not, then it was okay too. And such good people, really. It was beautiful to make yoga with other people all around the world.
Yeah, exactly. We can mention that you were in Germany, but from Austria, and we have people from Switzerland, from Sweden, and from the US, and also one guy who was actually from India from the beginning. So, but he was just living in the US. So it was very varied, both men and women. It was a lovely group, really. Indeed. But it is really, I agree that, like, most people have the experience that Facebook group, that community is, they're quite surprised about the importance, or like how it really affects them, how to get on the mat and just do the practice, because it's different and it's just you, or like, you know, you have like a schedule and you have all the content, but then again, when you see someone there, like, I did this and it felt great, you get so much more motivated to just like, okay, she did it, I'm going to do it too, you know.
Absolutely.
Really great.
Absolutely. And the questions that others posted into this group were really inspiring, because sometimes I wouldn't ask because I would not have the idea, but knowing the answer was really good.
Yeah, exactly. We had like conversations about the different doshas, about Ayurveda stuff, and some like position kind of questions. How do you do this? How can I, you know, modify this and so and so? How could I work with my hamstrings differently? And so it's also like educational to have the group, because you do, like, you get answered, as you say, answers to questions that you maybe didn't know you had, but they are really helpful once you read them.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So did you have any objections towards joining the program? Like, was something that you felt like you wasn't going to be for you?
Yeah, I had a few. But first of all, I really liked, I knew you from YouTube, and I really liked the style you had, your style of yoga and your style of teaching. But I didn't think that I would really stay in this group and finish this program because of my full schedule. I wasn't sure if I would find these 20-25 minutes a day to step onto the mat every day. Yeah, and I did not know if it really would make a difference.
Yeah.
But it did. It really did make a difference.
Yeah, I mean, you never know until you actually experience it. So, final question. So what would you say to anybody today who is like on the fence about working with me or joining this program? What would you advise them? How would you?
I would say, if you are willing to go on a journey that is joyful, playful, inspiring, and if you want it, life-changing, I would really recommend my fence neighbor to do this. because I learned so much in this group, not only about yoga, but about I could take some yoga, how you say, lessons and put them into my life. And really, I can just really recommend it from the bottom of my heart.
Oh, that's amazing. I think they should join. You should join once more so we can have you in the group again. That would be lovely. So
Yeah.
that was all the questions that I had for you, and I'm really so grateful that you wanted to join me today. It really means the world to me. Then it really means so much for the people who are, like, as I said, on the fence of joining, to hear somebody that is not me talking about it, because it really means to hear somebody. It means so much to hear a real person who has actually experienced it, and hear their experience and what they have to say. So I'm so grateful. Thank you so much, Joana. It means so much to me.
You, and thank you that I could share my experience, because
Yeah.
you have this experience after these 6 weeks, and I would like to show it to the whole world. So thank you very much.
Oh, that's lovely. But I hope to see you soon again. And I wish you an amazing Saturday in Cologne.
You too. Thank you very much.
And best of luck with all of your projects.
Yeah. Oh, thank you.
Take care and see you soon. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.